Hi, I'm Diane Conklin with CompleteMarketingSystems.com. How important is leveraging in your business? It's really important. I'll tell you why. So I have a client here in Atlanta, actually. He's a caterer, and he's very successful, been in business for 25 years. And he was working all the time and didn't really have great systems in place. And so things were scattered and things were sort of dropping through the cracks. Not a lot, because he had a great business. He was doing very well. And when he came to me, it was like, how do I do things better, right? How do I increase my business? Well, we looked at his systems and we looked at how do we utilize what you already have in place to leverage your time more? Because what became really apparent with my buddy Carlton is that he's really good at going out and networking and bringing in business. And so he had other people that could be doing the cooking, that could be sending his correspondence, that could be, putting together the menus and putting together proposals and all of that. And he was doing it all. And so once we got him systemized a little bit, which is one way that you leverage, right? You systemize, you automate, and you delegate, right? So we looked at his systems. He actually had duplicate systems in his business doing the exact same thing. So he was spending, because it wasn't an investment, he was spending money on things that he didn't need to spend money on twice, right? So we took that and we put those together and got him one system that worked to do everything that he needed to have done inside of his catering business. And then he did have to have a separate system for his communication as far as like emails and that kind of thing out to clients. So that's the first thing we did. We looked at his systems as a leveraging tool. Then we looked at, so the systems allowed him to automate more things. Then we looked at what were the things that he could delegate. And what he really could delegate was almost everything, so that we could free him up to do the thing that he needed most, which was to go out and bring in corporate as well as individual clients. And when that happened, his business began to skyrocket and take off. Now, let's talk about what happens to a catering business when COVID hits, right? Because he and I were working together, I said to him about 3 months before the shutdown, look, you've been talking about a continuity program. You've been talking about several things. Let's get this rolling. I gave him 30 days to start the continuity business and to develop a meal delivery system here in Atlanta. Because here's the thing. If you think about what happened when COVID first hit, things shut down and nobody could get meals from restaurants and those kinds of things because nobody was delivering, right? Well, he already had a system set up and in place, and so his business flourished from the very beginning because the other restaurants weren't prepared for this. He was. The other really cool thing is he got his continuity business started, by the way, much to his chagrin when I gave him 30 days, a continuity business at the perfect time. That business, not only has it flourished, but it's given him the opportunity, because he's just out there doing things and he's being seen now. He's got the opportunity to be featured in retail stores, which was not part of the original plan, in one of the biggest retailer in the United States. And that's all I can say about it because it's not finalized. But he's been given now opportunities for local commercials, nationwide commercials at no charge to him, because he leveraged his systems, he automated, he delegated, so that he could now be doing the thing that he's uniquely qualified to do, the 1 to 3 things, right? Which is what most of us as business owners and entrepreneurs should be doing, focusing on the 1 to 3, maybe 5 things that we're uniquely qualified to do in our business. And most of the time, it's not the thing our business is, right? For Carlton, it wasn't being in the kitchen cooking. It was being out, being personable, attracting people to him, and it worked like gangbusters. You can do the exact same thing in your business. Sometimes, like with Carlton, right, he was so close to it that he couldn't see the forest for the trees. He couldn't designate, he couldn't look at it and say, well, these are the things that I need to do. These are the things I need to eliminate. These are the things I need to systemize. Sometimes you need some help to do that. And one of the first ways to do that would be to come to the Action Accelerator Event. If you go to actionacceleratorevent.com, you can see all the details. Here's the deal. Want to implement? Want to get more done? Want to make more money in a shorter amount of time? That's what I do. That's what I help people do. That's what I'd like to help you do. Just like I helped Carlton do it, just like I helped all the people that you'll see on the page when you go to look at the event. I've helped all of them do that, right? I've been doing this for 30 years. I'm not new to this game. I know what works. I know what doesn't work, and I can help you accelerate your growth, leverage, systemize, automate, delegate, optimize, do all the things that you're looking to do, not only for the rest of this year, but in 2022, so that your business flourishes. You want to mess around, you want to do some things that are tried and true, you want to go take the latest tactic or the latest, bright, shiny object that won't work again, that you've tried 10, 12, 15 times in your business and you're frustrated because you don't feel like you're moving forward. Does that sound familiar? All of us have been there. I've been there, right? The bottom line is this: work with somebody who's been around, somebody who's crashed, somebody who's come back, somebody who's seen the ups and downs and is still here with a very successful business and helping other businesses be successful. You want a 7-figure business? Let's go. I want to help you. Check it out. Go to actionacceleratorevent.com. Let me know if you have questions. I'll see you November 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. It'll be a virtual event, so we won't have any of that stuff to worry about. It'll be amazing and awesome, and I guarantee that if you're not 100% satisfied, which has never happened in the history of me doing events, I'll give you your money back. actionacceleratorevent.com. I'm Diane Conklin with CompleteMarketingSystems.com. Until next time, make it a great day.